Good morning, everyone. So let us wait for a couple of minutes. Exactly, we'll start around 8:47. Good morning once again. Good morning, everyone. So welcome to another session of Pre-Bell with TraderSmith. So I am Yathisha. So today we are going to discuss about market and whatever happened in the overnight. So the major news which we are going through, and we see the option data as well. So how markets are placed in today's trading session. So before going to that, this is a disclaimer from us. So whatever I'm going to discuss about sectors or any indices or stocks, please consider it as consider education purpose. Do not consider as a recommendation to buy or sell. Okay, so this is our disclaimer. So let us move on to the next. uh, so what happened overnight? The biggest event was the whole from the last 2 weeks or last 1 week. So it was happening over a federal meeting of how Federal Reserve will tackle its inflation, rising inflation, and how are they looking into the growth prospectus in the US. So that is a major impact for like emerging countries and developing countries. So what US Federal Reserve in the yesterday meeting, they have raised the interest rate to 75 basis points to 1.5% to 1.75%, which they have said in which they have said in the previous meeting. So this is the biggest increase from the 1994. So from last 28 years, this was the biggest rise in interest rate. So we can see the inflation is how it's hurting the economy. So overall, the whole world economy is hurting with the rising inflation. So also they have raised the outlook for 2023 to 3.8%. So uh, with the expectation of inflation to be at 2%. So they are thinking to raise another 50 to 75 basis points in the next meeting. So they are being aggressively rising interest rate in the next couple of months. So next 6 months will be very crucial for Indian market and developing market also. So how the Fed will take in the next meeting. So also it cuts the GDP outlook to 1.7%, which was earlier around 2.8% in March. So there obviously when there is an interest rate hike, there will be a lack of money supply to the system. So there will be a economy will be slowed down to some extent. So that is about the FOMC meeting which happened yesterday. So also there was a ECB meeting which European Central have created a new tool to tackle the risk of fragmentation in the eurozone. So they are checking its balance sheet and other assets, treasury yields assets. So they are making a new tool to tackle that. And because of Fed rate interest rate hike, so when there is a chain system, it's a chain of system where Brent crude also reacted to that. Now it's currently below its $120. So rupee at its all-time low, which is a negative for us, like it's already trading at 78 dollars yesterday. So dollar index also raised. Obviously, there when there is a rate hike, dollar index, dollar will be favorable. So it's currently trading at $105. So there are a couple of stocks from the Nifty. There are main news like UPL gets NCLT approval for to acquire Kudos Timmy, which was uh, loss-making firm. So UPL is acquiring that. Uh, so SBI hikes its minimum interest rate to home loan to 7.75. This is kind of big major news for overall banking sector. Those SBI will act as a backbone for banking sector in India. So they are interest rate has been hiked to 7.75%. So what happened, like after that Fed meeting, what happened overnight? So if you observe here, USA, Europe, and SJ, Asia, few markets have been raised more than 1%. So if you see the Hang Seng and Shanghai Composite are still positive, but there is a slight negative news from China, like the COVID cases are again it's rising. So that's why the percentage of gain is quite low from Asia point of view. So let us move on to market. So how markets are placed. So this is a Nifty 50 chart. So this is what happened from the last few days. Like if you observe here, after breaking its 21 DMA, it moved towards there was a big gap down on Monday, and after that it moved to the from last 2 days it has trading in this zone, which was a major support level for Nifty. So last time in the previous in the March also it has taken support from there and made a good bounce back, and today also it has taken this support level. And if you see the overall market, global market, so what we might expect is in our market may open in a gap down, gap up area, gap up. It may open gap up. So the first part resistance will be somewhere something around 15,900 level. So we might expect that kind of move in today's session. So after that, it might go towards 21 DMA or something around 16,250 levels in coming 1 or 2 sessions. So that's with support of this yesterday and previous days low. So this level basically 16,000 15,600 level. So that is a major support area. So this will be the gap area, will be our next couple of days will be target. So it has to fill this gap. Until then, it is kind of pullback rally only. So market still in downtrend. So uh, please trade wisely while taking a long position. So your stop loss should be act as something around a bare minimum of 3-4%. So risk will be more higher when the market is trading near the support area. So that is about Nifty. And about Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty also similar to Nifty, how it is how it is trading. It is trading in a sideways kind of range after the gap down. So here also this will be the key area. Something around 33,000 will be the key support level for Bank Nifty. So today, what we might expect is it might open gap down. Sorry, gap up, and it might move towards 34,000 level intraday. So that's what we are expecting, and after that it might fill this gap in 1 or 2 session or 1 or 2 trading session in the coming days. So this is about Bank Nifty. And if you also see the derivative view, so if you see here, there is a strong support at 16,200 level. And majority of the option data option data call over is present. So we might see some call might be pull in when the pullback rallies happen. We might see some call buildup will be seen, and put will be deteriorated somewhat. So even in the bank nifty, 34,000, 34,000, 35,000 was a key level, and maximum put option is kept at 33,000 and 32,000 level. So that's it from today's pre-bill. So thank you everyone. Stay safe.